Welcome back to the Meeple Marathon. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Wasp Hero Pack. This is the newest hero pack from Marvel Champions. It was just released by Fantasy Flight. From what I can tell, I actually have not looked into this hero pack very much, but I believe she has very similar play styles to Ant Man. She has the kind of three-sided card. She can go tiny, she can go giant. She also has the teamwork or team up keywords that you'll see on some of the cards. And then she has a brand new keyword. So we'll keep an eye out for the piercing keyword. So as always, let's go ahead and take a look at her cards and what comes in this specific pack. And then we'll do a playthrough just to see the cards in action. So here is her card, and again, this is one of those fancy three-sided cards. So Nadia Van Dyne, girl action. Shuffle up to 2 cards with a printed science resource from your discard pile into your deck. Now that's not bad. That's an interesting power. Okay. Over here, response after Wasp defeats a minion or side scheme, deal 1 damage to the villain. Okay. It's not bad. And then here is her giant form. So, threat you remove using your basic thwart power can be divided among schemes. That's nice. And damage you deal using your basic attack power can be divided among enemies as you choose. So that's, you know, just a nice little statistic right there. 2, 2, and 3 defense. Whereas over here, she's just 1, 1, and 2. So, you know, I'm assuming there's some cards in here that'll make you want to be in tiny form. But otherwise, why would you not just spend all your time in giant form? So let's take a look at some of those cards here. Okay, so this is interesting. She has an ally as Ant Man. So I'm going to have to look through the rules to determine, can I even play with this card in my deck if I want her to play with Ant Man, which makes the most sense. They're the ones with team up keywords. They're obviously a team. Why wouldn't I put them together? It's very interesting that they made Ant Man her top card there. Giant help. Okay. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. Remove a total of 4 threat divided among schemes as you choose instead if you are in giant form. Okay. Pinpoint Strike. Deals 7 damage to an enemy if you are in tiny form. Okay. Okay, if you are in tiny form, gain 1 additional damage and overkill. Okay. There's 3 of those. That's nice. Rapid Growth. When you use one of your hero's basic powers, change to your giant hero form and get +2 to that power for this use. Okay. Wasp Sting. If you are in giant hero form, deal a total of 4 damage. If you are in tiny form, deal 5 damage to an enemy. Okay, so yeah, she's got a lot of nice options here with her cards. Pim Particles. I believe we've seen this already. Heal 2 damage from your hero if you are in giant, or draw 1 card if you're in tiny form. I believe we saw these in Ant-Man's deck. Red Room Training. While you're in giant hero form, you can retaliate 1 while you are in... Okay, so this is an upgrade. While you're in tiny hero form, your basic attacks gain piercing. So there's that keyword we finally saw for the first time. Piercing just means it removes a tough status card and then does its damage. Biosynthetic Wings. Prevent 1 damage. Exhaust the wings to prevent 1 damage. Wasp's Helmet. Alright, so then here we have some additional allies, and these are now moving into the aggression cards. So female Thor, that's cool. I did not know she was coming out. After you play Thor from your hand, deal 2 damage to the villain. 3 damage instead if you paid for it. So she comes out swinging. And Wasp. Another Wasp? Janet Van Dyne and Nadia Van Dyne. Okay. Alright, so lots of wasps here. Into the fray, deal 6 damage to a minion for each point of excess damage to remove 1 threat. That's a nice little card right there. There's 3 of those. Surprise attack, after you change form, deal 3 damage to an enemy. 4 if you paid for it with a fight resource. So she's definitely a very aggressive character. Power of aggression, we've seen that. Boot camp. Each ally you control gets +1 attack. Lie in wait. Discard lie in wait, deal 3 damage to that minion. Like a trap card. Ooh, Ironheart. I did not even know this was a real character here. I've never heard of Ironheart. Assuming she's like the female Iron Man. Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man. I'm still waiting for them to announce that he's going to be, you know, one of the hero upgrade packs. But it's cool that they finally made him an ally. Swarm Tactics. Okay, then your basic doubles. Energies. Yeah. Power of All of Us. Okay, doubles. The Quinn Carrier. Obligation is Red Dreams. You'll have to discard each card with a printed from your hand and take 1 damage. So I wonder what happens if you don't have those resources in your hand. Can you discard the obligation for free? Mother's Orders. Beetle is her nemesis. Beetle Treachery. Okay, and stop. Alright, so that is the Wasp deck we'll be playing with here in just a minute. Let's just take a look at the additional bonus cards you get for the other factions. Justice, Running Interference. Play only if your identity has the Avenger trait. Remove 2 threats. Remove X additional threat from the main scheme where X is equal to the villain's stage number. Okay, that's not bad. There's 3 of those, all for 1. Deal 3 damage to an enemy and exhaust any number of Avenger characters you control. Interesting. Perseverance, after you change form, give your hero a tough status card. That's nice. Might throw in a couple of those. Discard 1 stun or confused status from your hero. Athletic conditioning. Alright, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Wasp hero pack. Let's set up a game and see how it plays. Alright, let me just check and make sure I don't want to do any quick mulligans. Ladies first, so the Wasp will be going first. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, okay. I tend to find the mulligan portion at the beginning of the game really silly unless there's a specific card I'm wanting to get out early. Simply because, you know, you can get rid of cards to get a handful of cards you really want, but you're going to have to throw away some for resources. So what's the point of starting your discard pile off big time? So, all right. Shuffle up to 2 cards with a printed resource from your discard pile. All right, so that's not going to happen. So now the question is, do I want to go into tiny mode or yeah, and I think right off the bat here, we are going to upgrade. Yep, okay. We are going to go tiny, so we've flipped, so that's my 1 flip action I can do. And I want to go ahead and play Pinpoint Strike. This is going to deal 7 damage to an enemy. If you are tiny hero, this attack deals 1 additional damage. So, how do I want to pay for this? After you spend this card, heal 2 damage from your hero Pim Particles resource. After you spend this card, heal 2 damage from your hero if you are in giant form, or draw 1 card if you are in tiny hero form. So, I'm going to use Pim Particles as one of my resources. And then I want to... yeah, we'll play 1, 2, and 3. So there's my 3 resources. That means I'm going to be able to draw a card. Ooh, and we have Wasp's helmet. But I'm going to go ahead and do my 8 damage. Now I get to pick who I'm going to go after. So generally I tend to go after one of these two guys on the end, simply because I can get rid of them the fastest. So I'm going to pick on Pile Driver here and see if I can get him out of the way before he even gets a chance to do anything. So 8 to him. We're going to take these 2 off, and he's going to get 2 back and change. All right. So that's been played. And then I might as well go ahead and get one of these out. All right, so what I'm going to do is my basic attack now with Wasp, but I have rapid growth here that I'm going to spend giant help with to pay for, and this says when you use one of your hero's basic powers, thwart, attack, or defense, change to your giant hero form and get +2 to that power for this use. So I'm assuming that means that I went from a 1 attack to a 2 attack here. And so this becomes a 4. That's how I'm reading it. And I can technically divide up my basic attack amongst enemies, but again, I'm really focusing on Pile Driver right here. So 4 to him, so boom, boom, he's already down to 10. Just like that. And Wasp is exhausted. All right, so Scotty Lang here. After you change to this form, heal 1 damage. Okay, so let me look and see. Play only deal 1 damage to each minion, deal 8 damage to an enemy. That one's not that bad. Resize, change for free. Exhaust team ability to play a card from your hand that shares a trait with your hero, reducing its cost. After you change to giant hero form, you get +1 attack until the end of this turn and heal 2 damage. Okay, so I'm going to play First Aid to get giant strength out, and this is an upgrade. So anytime I change to giant hero form, I'm going to get +1 to my attack. So we're just going to go giant here on both sides for the Wrecking Crew. All right, so I have switched to my giant form. After you change to this form, deal 1 damage to an enemy. So we will, again, just pick on the Pile Driver here. And I can now do my basic attack. That's going to be 4. So this and this, so he's down to 5. And what else do I want to do here? Get that out. Yeah, I actually think I'm just going to pause right here. It seems like kind of a waste, but I kind of like my cards sitting there for next round. So let's, he's gonna save all his cards. She gets a hand size of 5, which is interesting. All right. And then we are gonna do the Wrecker Crew. So 1 goes over here onto Breakout. Then it says we put 1 onto each one of these. All right, this says if there's ever 10, there's not, there's just 7. All right, so then the Wrecker is going to attack both of us. Let me see here. Do I want to defend this early? Yeah, I think I will just go ahead and defend under both instances. So Wasp is the main hero, so he's attacking for 2. When Wrecker schemes, place the threat on his side scheme instead of the main scheme. Oh, okay, so I did miss that. This can only play after threat is placed here. If there's 10 or more damage here, deal 2 damage to each friendly character, remove all but 3 threat to his main scheme. Okay, so it wasn't in the rule book, it's on their cards. Alright, so I guess nothing goes... Oh no, that's when he schemes. Yeah, this is just the standard... Okay, I was doing it correctly. Alright. While Wrecker is attacking, he gets +2 attack if the attack is undefended, yes. So I'm defending both. He's hitting me for 2. Boost. Wrecker gets +3 attack for this activation unless you place 2 threat on his side scheme. So I'm either blocking it or I'm taking 2 damage. I'm okay with taking 2 damage. All right. So that goes up there. And he's attacking me for 2 here. 2, another boost card. Move the active counter to the villain whose side scheme has the least threat. Okay, so 6, 4, 5. All right, so Pile Driver is going to get to activate. There you go, Pile Driver. All right, and then, so now I believe he is now passing out threat cards. I believe I'm playing this correctly. All right, Treachery. When revealed, the active villain gains 3 hit points. Give that villain a tough status card. The active villain gains 3 hit points. Okay, so 6 and 2. He's back up to 8. And then he gets a tough status card. All right. Or something. All right. Ooh, Pile Driver gets Retaliate 1. I did not see that. So I actually hit him twice. So I'm at 7 now and 11. All right. Okay. So we're done with this. And this one says attached to Pile Driver. Pile Driver gets +3 hit points. Players cannot attack other villains. Okay. So he's back up to 11. All right. So Ant Man's turn. That's fine. I knew what I wanted to play anyways. Heal 2 damage. Yep. All right, so I am playing these 3 resources to play Giant Stomp. This is going to allow me to heal my 1 damage I took. And then Giant Stomp is going to allow me to deal 1 damage to each minion. There's no minions out, but then deal 8 damage to an enemy. So I will be doing all of that to Pile Driver here. Oh no, because he's tough. Darn it. That's not what I want to do. Okay. And no one else can attack him. Bonkers. Bonkers. What does Tiny get me? After you change this form, remove 1 threat from a scheme. After you change this form, heal 1 damage. Crap. Alright, so this is what I can do. Alright, I can change for free to Tiny Ant-Man. I can do that for free. I change this form so I can remove 1 threat from a scheme. I will remove it from the main scheme. Then, as a free event, I will play Resize, change to my other hero form, which is Giant. And I'm still exhausted, but this will allow me to deal 1 damage to an enemy. I will do it to Pile Driver, taking away his tough status card. Unfortunately, however, I am out of resources to pay for my Giant Stomp, so I am just going to pass again. but let's see what Wasp can do. Nope. Wasp is plunged for each PIM counter on her. When Wasp enters play, place 1 PIM counter on her to a maximum of 3 for each you are paid for Wasp's cost. This 1 hit point, okay. Double the number of resources generates when paying for an aggression card. After you change form, deal 3 damage to an enemy, 4 if you pay for this using a punch. All right. Okay. So let's do this. I'm going to change forms back to Tiny Wasp after Wasp defeats a minion. Nope. All right, so then I can play Surprise Attack. I'm going to pay for it with her helmet, so that is a aggression resource. So I'm going to be able to deal 4 damage to an enemy. So let's take this down to 1. And then I believe this works. So this is a double resource for an aggression card. And then I'm playing this. But I believe this counts as a wild, right? So when I play the Wasp out, she gets +1 hit point. I'm placing 1 PIM counter on her to a maximum of 3 for each lightning resource I overpaid for Wasp's cost. So I think I get to put 3 counters on her. So I think she has a health of 3 now. And so the way we're going to do that is just do that, because that's really her only health now. And I will go ahead and use her to attack Pile Driver for... I just realized I attacked him and he's got Retaliate 1 for 3. So 1, 2. All right. So now I'm done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys go like this. Giant Ant Man is like this. He gets 1 card. What was I doing with all of this? All right. So he is scheming. No. We just advance the scheme, so boom, and then this can become a 5. This can become, it's just still 7. This is a 5, and this is a 6. All right. Okay, let's see here. After threat is placed here. Okay. After step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 threat on each side scheme. Move the active counter to the villain whose scheme has the most threat. So that was him last time. Now it is pushing back over here. So the Wrecker goes back to being the main villain. But I have to attack Pile Driver because he's got this card here. All right. Yes, I need to defend against the Wrecker because he's so beastly. Okay, so active, attacking for 2. Another boost card. These are all boost cards. Wrecker gets +3 attack for this activation unless you place 2 threat on his side scheme. And he's going to give me 2 damage anyways for doing that. So I will take the 2 attack. All right. And then he attacks her. She's only defending for 2. So she's taking 2. Okay. So she's getting kind of low here. All right. And then boom and boom. Oh, crowbar toss. Hero, Wrecker attacks you, then move the active villain counter to the villain whose side scheme has the least threat. So he attacks me for 1, 2, 3, and I've already defended. All right. And then this said move it to the hero whose side scheme has the least threat, which is back to Pile Driver. So I believe that means now Pile Driver is the one putting this one out. When revealed hero, Pile Driver attacks you. If Pile Driver is tough, he gets +2. Okay, so he's just attacking me for 2 plus the boost. Give the active villain a tough status card. If you already have a tough status card, place 2 threat on their scheme. Give the active villain. Okay, and he's the active villain, so he gets another tough status card. I don't believe he gets that bonus after the fact, so, because that would have killed me. All right. So we're done with that. Let's push back over here. So do we want to do anything before we flip? Okay. So I am going to play Pinpoint Strike again. I'm going to use these 3 to pay for it. That is going to give me, since I'm in tiny hero form, 8. No, I want her to attack first. Sorry. Remove the tough status card. And then, yeah. I feel like it's way overkill, but yeah, I just need to get rid of this guy. Okay. So boom, all of this comes off, pile it on, distracting presence. And then I believe this just pushes to the right. So it's going to be Bulldozer now. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to do is flip over into Nadia Van Dyne's mode here. All right. So that was Nadia. What can Ant Man do here? Play only if you're in giant hero form. Deal H damage to an enemy. Okay. So now I can go back and pay for this with all 3 of these. The Pim Particles is going to give me heal 2. And then I can deal 8 damage to an enemy. And I think we will just pick on Pile Driver now. So there is 5, 6, 7. We'll just do that for 8. All right, that was basically all of my hands in giant form. So we will, again, flip back here, flip back here, flip you up. You are gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more cards. And you will get 4 more cards. Okay. All right, so we advance this to there. And so then this is 9, hasn't pushed yet. This is 8, and that's 7. Okay, then Bulldozer will scheme. So this says, when Bulldozer schemes, place the threat on his side scheme instead of the main scheme. Okay, so he's going to scheme for 1 plus 1 is 2. So yeah, let's just do that. So he's also up to 9. And then over here, I Do I want to defend? Yeah. When Bulldozer attacks, the attack gains overkill. Okay. But he's attacking for 3, so yeah, I will definitely defend here. So 3 plus 2. I take 2 damage. 1, 2. All right. Then he is dealing 1 here. I guess we should wait from now on. Corrupt Prison Guard. Okay, so this is a minion. Finally get a minion out. And then, so this will come from him. And this says, when revealed, discard the top X cards of your deck, where X is Bulldozer's attack. Place 1 threat on Bulldozer's side scheme for each different card type discarded this way. So his attack is still just 3 right now. So here is Science, Energy. Okay, so unfortunately, 3 more. So this is going to go up to 10. So after threat is placed here, if there is 10 or more threat here, each player must discard the top 10 cards of their deck. Ooh, remove all but 3 threat from this scheme. That's brutal. Discard the top 10 cards of their deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Each player. Brutal. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is such a huge chunk of change. All right. We're done now, though. Okay, this passes. And what does Ant Man want to do? He has got a lot of, he's got 3 other people here. Yeah, here's the Wasp one. So I'm just going to go ahead and play it, because I'm not sure what the deal is with having an ally that I'm going to have 3 Wasps out right now if I decide to play her. After Wasp enters play, deal 2 damage to an enemy if you are in giant hero form, or remove 2 threat from a scheme. So that's not bad. Play only if you identify with the Avenger trait. Stinger does not count against your ally limit. Okay, and Ronan gets +1 thwart and +1 attack while an upgrade is attached to him. Okay, so I don't really want Ronan. So I will go here and here. Spend these 2 to get out the Wasp. After Wasp enters play, I can deal 2 damage to an enemy. Yeah, I think we will. Yeah, I'm just going to use Wasp against him. So I might as well do 2 damage up here. Okay. Then while we've got Wasp, we can go ahead and use her to attack Bulldozer again. Okay, and she needs to take a damage for that. Okay, and now I'm done. So let's go over here to Nadia Van Dyne. She needs to recover. And I can shuffle up to 2 cards with printed science resources from your discard pile into your deck. Yes, I will definitely be doing that. So she's back up to 5. And let's see here. Ironheart. Boot Camp. Pinpoint Strike, though. Yes. Another Pinpoint Strike. And Giant Help, I think. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Don't want Boot Camp. So I'm going to be shuffling these. Oh no, it's 2 cards. So my 2 Pinpoint Strikes back into here, because those are pretty awesome cards to have. All right, now let's see what else I have here. I can get the Quinn Carrier out. basically get it out with this. After you change form, give your hero a tough status card. That one's nice. If you are in giant form, 4 damage divided among enemies as you choose. Another Pinpoint Strike, so I definitely want to save that. And a hero response. So let's do this. Let's, Alright, I'm going to get the Quinn Carrier out using these 2 cards, because this one's double for gray, which the Quinn Carrier is gray. And then I can exhaust the Quinn Carrier for a single resource that's going to allow me to get Lie in Wait out. So if a minion comes out while I'm in hero form, I can deal 3 damage to him. And I will hold on to these 2 because I want to heal one more time. I will go ahead though and now this guy's really not doing anything. You cannot attack the villain. Okay, so I might as well go ahead and remove this guy. He's a bulldozer, yeah. So she's gone. All right. Okay, so we're all done here. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Okay. And this comes back up. All right. So, I think I may have forgotten to move the thing last time. Boom, boom, boom. So that now has 10. Hold on. After step 1 is revealed, place 1 threat on it, move the active counter to the villain whose scheme has the most threat on it. So it's going to be moving to the Wrecker, right? Or does it move to Thunderball? Because the Wrecker's about to... After threat is placed here, yeah, because this is about to go down to 3. Deal 2 damage to each friendly character. So, I believe that means Nadia even is taking 2, Ant Man's taking 2, and the Wasp is gone. All right. Oh, I forgot to draw. Okay. All right. So this all pushed here now because Thunderball has the most amount of threat. So, Ant-Man, let's see here. He schemes for 3, which is kind of nasty. So he's going to push his thing now. When Thunderball schemes, after Thunderball attacks you, deal 1 damage to each character you control. Okay, so I'm okay. I'm just going to take his attack so I can keep Ant-Man out. So he's attacking me for 1, 2. That's not bad at all. All right, and then he's going to scheme for 3, 6, which is fine because he's pushing himself over 10. So he's going to take all but 3 away from here. After this threat is placed here, stun each friendly character. Gosh. Stunned and stunned. Okay, well, they just did some work on me. All right. And then you get a card attached to the active villain's side scheme. Threat cannot be removed from attached scheme by thwarting. Okay. And when revealed, move all threat from the side scheme with the least threat to the side scheme with the most threat. Okay. If that scheme's forced responsibility is not triggered, this way this card gains Surge. What in the world? I have never seen them combo like this before. When revealed, Alter Ego, place 3 threat on the side scheme with the most threat. That's this one. And that's going to push it to 10. Are you serious? Good Lord. All right, so I now have to remove top 10 cards again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I don't believe I'm not reshuffling until I have to draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because I said so. Bulldozer. All right, we need to end this now. Okay. This passes. She is stunned. So, oh man. All right. So let's see here. I want to recover. All right. Before I jump back in the fray, then I will switch to tiny hero form. So I'm still stunned, but I can still do my hero action. So I'm going to pay for that using the Quinn Carrier and this double energy. And I can do 8 damage. So you 1 and 6 and 8. There we go. All right, I'm not done yet. So I can now play Team Up. I'm going to use Wasp Sting to play Team Up. This is going to allow me to change to my other hero form and ready my hero. And then I will attempt to attack, which will do nothing but remove my stunned status card. All right. Then over here, I think what I need to do is to attempt to attack. So that would exhaust me. And then I will play this card for free, change to your other hero form, draw 1 card. So I'm drawing a card here. That one was free. Avenger. Okay. Then I'm going to use my double energy to play team building exercise. Then I can exhaust team building exercise to play a card from my hand that shares a trait with my hero. So I can play Stinger for free because it reduces him to 0. And then Stinger's going to come out and he's just going to poke Bulldozer for 1. I believe I'm still exhausted here. And that's it. Do I want to... Yeah, I think because I haven't used my ability to flip over yet. After you change this form, heal 1 damage to Scott Lang. Yeah, I used the card to change forms, but I haven't flipped over a card yet. All right, so at this point, I will need to shuffle up my draw pile for the Wasp, which is going to give me a threat card from Thunderball. Two, three. And then 1, 2, 3. I also will need to do it here. All right, so everybody's awake now. We'll do this one first. When revealed, move all threat from the side scheme with the least threat to the side scheme with the most threat. Okay, so technically this one has the least amount of threat, so I'm moving none because I already had to move it. If that scheme's forced responsibility is not triggered, this card gains Surge. So that would have been this one. When revealed, the active villain heals 3 hit points. Give that villain a tough status card. Okay, he actually has not been hit yet, so he just gets his tough status card. But that's it. And then I need one more for Scott Lang. When revealed, alter ego. Place 3 threat on the side scheme with the most threat. All right, and that's either of these, so I guess we're gonna go here. Yeah, that's fine. Or do I want as the most threat? So actually, yeah, we're gonna go here. Right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So now that we've done all of that, we are going to go 1 here, 1, 1, and 1. That means this will pass to here. And so now he is going to attack. I will defend. He's hitting me for 2. Okay. And then over here, he is scheming for 1, and that doesn't do anything, so he just adds 1, so he's already up to 8 over here, though. All right. I really have not been thwarting at all. Okay. Then he will deal a card here and here. Boost, move the active counter to the villain whose side scheme has the least threat. All right. So that's back to Thunderball. So then Thunderball. Deal 1 damage to the defending character. Oh no, when revealed, deal 1 damage to each friendly character you control. God, so Stinger's gone. You're down to 3, and you're down to 3. This is ridiculous. All right. All right, this passes now. So Scott Lang, the first thing you're going to do is heal for 3. And then let's see what civilian is not a good thing to have. Discard cards from the top of your deck until you discard an Avenger ally. Attached to an ally. First aid is helpful. If you are a tiny hero form, exhaust our mana, deal 1 damage to an enemy. Attached to an Avenger ally. Okay, well, this is free, so discard cards from the top of your deck until I find an Avenger ally. Giant Man. Okay. Add that ally to your hand. Okay. Then I can exhaust team building to make Giant Man 4, and I can pay for him using 2 here and 1 here and 1 here. So there's my 4. I got him out. Giant Man gets +2 attack while he has 3 or more remaining hit points. I am going to spend first aid here to get reinforced suit. So he now has 6. So he now has 4 attack, and he is going to exhaust 2 attack and take out Bulldozer. Whew, that was close. All right, so Bulldozer is gone. And that's really all I can do for Scott. Let's move over to the Wasp here. Hero action to a minion. Power regression. It's an aggression card. And Pinpoint Strike. Alright, deal 6 damage to a minion. There's no minions out. I've got all these power of aggressions here. So 1. Yeah, so let's flip into tiny form. Alright, and then we will use 1, 2, 3. God, that's such a waste. No, I'm going to save one of these. 1, 2, 3 to play another Pinpoint Strike because I shuffled all these back into my deck now and I'm getting them all back again. And so that was 8. All right, so yeah, let's do him here. There is 10. So we'll do that and that. Okay. All right. And we are done. Oh, wait, no. I could bring back Ironheart here because I could exhaust the Quinjet for 1 resource. Okay. All right. And... uh-oh. Yeah. I did not pay attention to how low her health is here, so... I think Giant Man's gonna have to be stepping in here in a second. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, let's see here. Let's advance this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're now making it 5. You go. And so this will pass to Wrecker. All right. And so then the Wrecker wants to scheme. And so he's scheming for 2. I have to attack. Nope. So just 2. So he's up to 7. All right. And then over here, he wants to attack. I am going to defend with Giant Man here. So he's attacking for 2 plus a boost. Move the active counter to the villain with the least threat on his side scheme. That villain schemes. Okay, so he schemes for 3 plus a boost that doesn't do anything. So he gets a 3. All right, and he just gets 2. But that's fine. He's got 6. And so he still gets his +2 attack. All right. Then we now need to have Thunderball deal me this, which is a guard. Hold on. Hero response. After a minion engages you, discard, lie in wait, and deal 3 damage. Okay, so unfortunately he came out to Scott Lang. And escaped convict is a minion. Coming engage with you, discard, lie in wait, deal 3 damage to that minion. Finally. There we go. Had that card sitting there the whole time. Okay, let's pass this over and let's see what we can do here. When you use one of your basic attacks, and then that Spider-Man Miles Morales. Basic. All right, so I'm going to have the Wasp Attack. All right, but I'm going to spend or exhaust the Quinjet to do Rapid Growth, which is going to allow me to change into giant form. And so she's going to get 4 attack. All right, so we've spent that. And now I spend these 2 to get Ironheart out. When I play her, I get to draw a card. All right, and I will exhaust her. She'll take 1 damage to remove this tough status card off of this guy. And then I will flip into alter ego mode here. All right, and over here to Scott Lang. So Giant Man is exhausted here. Max 1 per ally. After you change Giant, heal 2 damage from your hero. Okay. So I want to I'm gonna play this one, and this one to get out Ant-Man's helmet. So let's put that right here. All right. And then I'm going to change into giant form. Ant-Man's helmet's going to allow me to heal 2 when I do this. All right. After you change into giant hero form, you get +1 attack till the end of this turn. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm 1 resource away from being able to spend that. Okay, so I will go ahead and exhaust this to attack. I'm getting 4 attack. So who do we want to go after here? Right now, Wrecker's the most vulnerable. All right. And now we're done. So 2 more cards here. You get to come back and you get to come back. Boom, boom, boom. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. These go away. Okay. So let's see here. We need to advance that there. So I'm halfway through. I'm not doing that bad. 1 and 1. So now Wrecker has got the most. So this passes to Wrecker. All right. So then Wrecker is going to scheme. And this is probably going to put him over because I can't pause it. So yeah, no matter what this is, he's going to get to 10. So let's see. Each friendly character takes 2 damage. Okay, so she's done. Woo! That almost killed Nadia here. All right. So we're done with all of that mess. Okay, and then he wants to attack. I will defend. So 2 against 3. And yeah, I block it all. And then he wants to attack me for 2. I could let Giant Man take it and he would just be done. No, I think Ant Man's gonna take it. No, let's have Giant Man take it. No, Ant Man. Let's have Ant Man take it. All right. Okay. Then you go here, attach to Wrecker. So he's getting +1 scheme. And then this is Surge, escaped criminal. Okay, so now we got 2 of these guys. And it's a Surge. Did I miss that last time? And a guard. So look at this. This is ridiculous. Okay, and this passes over here. All right. All right, so I need to get rid of some of these guys here. I will exhaust you to take out the criminal. Ooh, and I'm just realizing these guys had the guard keyword. But it was him, and I did my attacking with her, right? No, but I think I attacked him too. So actually one of these guys should be gone, and I need to give him back his 4 health. Okay. All right. So that won't work. I can't really play anything here. I will go ahead and play Power Gloves to play First Aid. Heal 2 damage. And I will... We'll go into tiny form. Alright. Change this form, remove 1 threat from a scheme. It's got to be this one because the other one's untouchable. But with my helmet, I can draw a card. Okay. All right, and then I could play this to play Hive Mind because I'm in tiny form to remove 2 threat from an additional scheme. So that's not bad. All right. Over here to Nadia, she definitely needs to recover as an action. And then let's see what else she's got here. Deal 6 damage to a minion. Yes. All right, so we're switching back into... After you change form to an enemy, yes. All right, so that's aggression. This is aggression. Okay. So, shuffle up to 2 cards. Hold on. I know which one I want. That one, and I guess that one. Okay, so she's exhausted here. These get shuffled back in. I forgot to do that last time, but there may not have been any cards there. Okay. So I'm exhausted, but I can still flip. Hold on, let's see what... Doesn't matter. So I want to be able to defend. All right, so let's go into giant form. We are exhausted, but I can hear a response. Okay, then I'm going to play Into the Fray, which I can, that's going to get me 2, and then this will get me my 3rd. 6 damage to a minion. All right, so 3. All the excess I can take off the main scheme. All right, and then that's it. Okay, yeah, that's unfortunately all I can do. I have a whole bunch of resources in my hand. After you change form, deal 3 damage. But I think I have to play this immediately. I've got this surprise attack card, but I had to get past... Oh, no, wait. I could have played this because it was only Ant Man who was guarded, right? Yes, it was only Ant Man that was guarded. All right, so I can go ahead and play this. I will use Boot Camp to go there. So I'm only getting 3 damage, but that's fine. We can go like that. Okay. All right. I feel better, so much better. All right. Let's bring everybody back. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 1, 2, 3. All right. And did I move this? Oh well. All right, so let's do this. Just 3, 4. So 1 here, 1 here. He's now at 7, so this moves here. Okay. And then Thunderbolt is going to attack Ant Man. Who is Giant Man's going to defend. So it really doesn't matter because Giant Man's going to die. I should have put an extra thing on him, so he's definitely dead. All right, so all this comes off. And then he will attack Wasp, who also will defend. All right, deal 1 damage to the defending character. All right, so she blocked it, but I guess that gets through. All right. And then you get a scheme card here, and we're out of scheme cards. Move the active counter to the villain with... Okay, so that actually worked out. All right, and attach to the wrecker. Okay. All right. So I'm not really sure what happens here. I guess he gets a boost icon. Or no, this gets a boost icon. Yeah. All right. And now I'm going to need to reshuffle this. All right, it's time to take these guys out. This has gone on long enough here. All right, T, this will pass now. And, ooh, all right. While you are in giant hero form, you gain retaliate 1, pin particles. Heal 2 damage from here if you're in giant form, yes. All right, so I am going to All right, I'm going to play Pim Particles along with the Quinjet here to get the Red Room training out. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm going to play Pim Particles along with, because I want the heal, along with this to play Pinpoint Strike. I'm not in tiny form, but that's fine. It's still 7 damage. So I can basically remove all that stuff there. Does he have Retaliate? Okay, no. Nothing happens there yet. Okay. And then I guess I will go ahead and spend this to get Red Room training out. Why not? And we come back out. So I got 2 points of health. Okay. Then over here to Ant Man, who's got a decent amount of stuff going on here. All right, so let's switch into giant form. My helmet's gonna allow me to heal 2 damage. Boom, boom. Then I am going to exhaust team building exercise. I want to play giant stomp, so giant and giant. That means I can just play, I just need 2 resources now. Boom and boom. All right, so I paid for giant stomp. Deal 1 damage to each minion, blah, blah, blah. 8 damage to an enemy. So that will get rid of the Wrecker. So boom, 1 left. Home stretch here. Okay. And now I've changed to giant form so I can, I changed to giant form and I could deal 1 damage to an enemy. Might as well have poked it there. And then I get +1 attack. So I am hitting for 4. I'll do this. All right. And we are done. Not much else I can do. All right. But all you guys come back. I'm gonna get 2 more cards. Boom, boom. You're all good over here. I get 5. All right, so the 2 come out now. 1, 2, so let's make this a 5. So 3 and 1 goes on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 is 8. So yeah, let's remove all of these so I can count more easily. Okay, he's the only one. All right. So yeah, he is, let's see, attacking. Yeah, I don't want him to scheme. And I'm going to keep all my people up. So I'm just going to let him straight attack me. 4, if the attack is undefended, discard an upgrade you control. Oh. Okay. All right, but it's only 1. And same thing here. He's hitting me for 2. Oops, did I put this back there? Where did I put that? Up here. Okay. All right. Last but not least, treachery card. Move all the threat. Is not triggered. Gains surge. All right. Attach to Thunderball. It's +1 attack. And this one, active villain heals 3 hit points. Give the villain a tough status card. Son of a gun. All right. And he is, yeah, I took more than 3 off of him there. Okay. This passes. Let's see what we can do here. All right, I'm going to pay 1, exhaust you. We've got 2 Avengers here. So 1, 2 to get the Wasp out here. I am in giant form, so I get to heal 2. Boom, boom. Deal 2 damage to an enemy if you are in giant form. So boom. Oh wait, deal 2 damage to an enemy. That's gonna remove the tough status card. Nice. That's actually kind of helpful. All right. Okay. Then let's have Wasp Attack for 2. I mean, we are just going straight at it now. All right, so we got that out of the way. He does not have Retaliate or anything like that. So it's only got 1 attack. I would get to draw a card. All right, so I'm gonna flip into mini ant mode. That allows me to draw a card. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna bring Ant Man into play here. I can only pay for him with 1, but that's fine. So he's basically going to get to attack for 2, and then he's done. Literally just like throwing everything at this guy but the kitchen sink. And after you change this form, remove 1 threat from a scheme. I'm okay right there, I think. What I don't want is to have this push over. But if I'm staying out, actually, yeah, maybe I should do that just to be safe. Okay, so we are done here. Done everything I can there. All right, over here, deal 2 damage to a villain. All right. No minions. When you use this, when your basic heroes, switch to rapid hero growth, remove 3 threat from a scheme, control 4 threat divided among schemes. You instead are in a, okay. All right, so I'm going to flip to regular Wasp mode. And then I'm going to attack. But I will play Boot Camp. I'll play Boot Camp to get Rapid Growth out. Yeah, that's going to allow me to switch into giant form and get +2 for that attack. So I'm hitting for 4. Do this and this. All right. And then I can exhaust this and play this. And that will remove 4 threat from this scheme. All right, so we're done here. Boom, boom, boom. You get 4 cards. You get 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And let's see, we are scheming over here. Scheming here. All right, then you are going to attack. I will just take it. He's attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. All right. And then I will also just take it over here. So he's attacking for 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Almost killed me again. All right. Then a threat card here. This card gains Surge. When revealed, deal 1 damage to each friendly character you control. Uh-oh. Alright, so that Wasp is done. She just got knocked out. Ant-Man's at 3. You are at 1. Okay, so she's done now. We don't take a thing. Alright. So, Ant-Man, it's all up to you. All right, so I'm going to play Resize, change to your other hero form, and draw 1 card. All right, I changed here. I can deal 1 damage to an enemy. We will just drop this down to 4. I get to draw a card. All right, now... Ooh. You can play Moxie for free. After you change form, your hero gets +1 thwart, +1 attack, +1 defense. I changed into hero form so I can heal 2. And I'm going to get +1 attack, +2 here. So I'm attacking for 5. What else can I add to this mess here? All right, I'm going to play Pim Particles to get Wrist Gauntlets out. That's going to give me another 2 health. Boom, boom. All right, that's just going to stay there. Then I will exhaust him for 5. So we're doing that. Yeah. And so I have not actually switched on my own yet. So I am switching to Ant Man here. Oh no, but I can't play that. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm good. Oh, wait. After you change to your hero, tiny hero form, draw 1 card. Okay. So I can do this now. All right. So I can spend this to change to your other hero form. Ready your hero. So we change back. Yeah, whole bunch of backwards and forwards changing here, but I get to deal 1 damage. I am still +1, I'm still +1, so I'm another 5. So I can do this, and I get to heal 2. I think I did all that correctly. So he's down to 4 health. All right, I had 2 cards that allowed me to change back and forth for free, and then I got to change once for free as part of my turn. Yeah, right? So I did it back and forth 3 times, but okay. Ooh, and Wasp. We'll go ahead and knock her out for 2 more. So he's down to 2. I literally can't find 2 more damage. All right. 1, 2, 3. And we are putting 2 there, 1 there. He is attacking me. I will. Hold on. No, I just gotta take it. He's attacking me for 1, 2, 3. So I go down to 6. I literally just need to get through this 1 card right here. Surge. And when revealed, choose the villain whose side scheme has least threat. Okay, so that does nothing because he's the only one left. All right. Oh, wait. He gets +1 attack. So I should be down to 5. Place 1 threat on the main scheme. I think I may have missed that last time, too. So, okay. All right. So yeah, that's very close now. But all I literally have to do is attack him, and he's done. Okay. I think I did all that correctly. There is a lot of changing, a lot going on. There's a lot happening here. But I think I was victorious. I don't need to kill this guy. I don't even know if I could have in the end there. But yeah, I could have flipped back over and drawn a card maybe. Nope, giant strength, that wouldn't help. So yeah, this guy's just going to escape. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was Wasp. Even though she did not survive, we saw all of her deck. Well, at least most of it. I had to discard 20 of it down. But yeah, I do kind of like this combo here together. It's fun to be switching back and forth in giant form and tiny form. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you stuck around this long, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel, and have a great day.